Welcome back. So I want to make this quick video for you guys because I'm getting antsy and I've been wanting to get this done already. This is the little project that I was discussing. It's going to be changing a bit. As you can see, I've already started. Yes, I was a little impatient. So for those who are new here, my name is Wendy. Welcome to Mimi Sweet Creations. This is just a platform space that we just talk about all things in the house, things about cooking, projects in the home, and just things that we can share and learn from each other. I'm not a professional, so just understand that. But it gives us a space where we can all share and talk about ideas and what projects we're doing and things to that effect. I did remove this. I had this one over here like these, but this was holding things for my tea, and I want to designate my coffee area with my tea. So I'm coming up with some other ideas, and I'm pointing that way because it's in that side of the kitchen. But this is the area in the kitchen that when I'm baking, for whatever reason, when I'm prepping my pots and my pans and all of these kind of little chores that you do when you're baking and getting them ready for the oven, I prep them in the counter across from me. It's a galley kitchen. It's an older home, and we've been doing a lot of repairs here. So this kitchen, the lower half was revamped, and we extended the top of the cabinets with some cubicles that my husband made. This was done prior to my YouTube channel, so I'm sorry I can't share that. But we will be eventually doing some things. We just don't want to do a lot because we don't know. I don't want to put a lot of money in it, and we've already put in enough. And I think right now it's at a good place. It's at a standing point, and it is an older home, and there's always repairs. And you know how that is. When you start one project, four more will follow because something else happens. We all know how that happens with older homes. So to make this quick, basically, this is the side that I like to use when I'm baking. And I think it's because I have all my flowers and a lot of have my extra flowers down here. I actually just made a space for my KitchenAid. So I have it down here, and I want to clear out a little more of my ingredients in containers that I have in the lower cabinet so that I can also put my juicer because I want to start incorporating my juices again. But that's a story for another day. So right now, I'm going to just shift a couple of things to my other counter. Like I said, this is like, it's a good 3-4 space. So just so you know, this area here, that was a full, what is it? It was a 4 foot, I want to say. 4 foot. Yeah, it was a 4 foot by 3 foot pantry. So it took a lot of my walking space and it made the kitchen look like a little dungeon. And I didn't like that. So we opened it up. We put the basic regular 24-inch little pantry, and it has been fabulous. And that'll be another story for another day. But right now, I am basically taking out a lot of these. These are my ingredients, and I am putting these. I got these from Amazon, and they hold. I like the wide mouth better than the regular mason jar caps. So what this does is gives me the opportunity to hang them there like so. And I love that because I'll have my ingredients right there, and it opens up the space in the lower cabinet for me to be able to use to put my equipment that I really don't want to keep on the counter all the time. And that's what was happening, and I didn't like that. And because everybody knows a KitchenAid is bulky, I actually have two, it just takes a lot of space. So once I'm done with it and I clean it, I'd like to be able to stow it away. But I don't mind showing these because they look nice. But this here is going to be removed because in the cabinet across, and I'll bring you along for that, I'm actually putting some corner shelvings that my husband's going to help me with because he's got to put anchors, unfortunately. So I'm moving these out of the way, and I'll be in and out because I'm putting them on my table. I'm looking to put several shelves and then put the books that I use the most towards the bottom, and then those that I use a little later or not as often in the second, and just so forth and so forth. The goal is to just organize myself a little better where I can use my space when I need it, and it's always available for me. So for the corner shelves that I have, I just want to show you these because I want to add some warm elements since I already have the wood. So I picked these up in Amazon and they're really cute. And what I like about it is that the corner notch is cut off. So it fits perfectly. I mean, just so that you can see perfectly in there. Now, I don't want to do that here because I have other use for that, but this is great for the books. The goal is to try and organize and keep it nice and tidy. Now this eventually I'm going to find another solution because this is where all the items that I use for my sourdough, and it is all in a basket. I like it, but I might have to find a way of tidying this up just a little bit. Here we go. Another little great thing is this is my lame. I think it's called a lame, but it's for my razor for my sourdough. And these little magnets, this is metal, so it's very convenient. Everything's going to be right there, so it'll be perfect. Okay, so right now, I just need to get these guys in here. And I want to space them out enough. Yeah, that should be fine. And I've already taken out this. They were wrapped with plastic, and I took the plastic off already, so we should be fine. I know somebody might be asking back there, why does your husband do this? Because I like working with tools. I didn't take woodwork for nothing. Yeah, it's when I was in high school many moons ago, I did take woodworking because they wouldn't let me into the automotive school class because at that time frame, they didn't allow girls in the automotives. I was blown away. I actually started a petition for them to open it up. And then life took some turns and I wasn't able to even go. So that wasn't nice. But that was my rebellious moment. And the nice thing is that they did open it. Now I have another set coming. This comes with 2 per set. So I have another set coming because I'm thinking of putting some up there because on the shelf, the top shelf that I'm going to have over there, I'm probably going to put one of these two over there. But in the meantime, I'm just going to work on this shelf. But then you'll have the concept of what I'm looking to do. In conversation, how many of you like to do things like this? Let me know where you're from and what kind of home projects do you actually really enjoy doing? And which are the ones that you leave for your husband? There we go. Simple as that. I've got 5. I'm not putting one in this side, obviously, because I want to keep my mugs here. But I think this is going to work. And like I said, I have another one coming. So I may put this one here and work my way this way. We'll see. Because I was thinking if I do that, then maybe I can put the larger ones over here. And then I can keep like maybe even one of my books here. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. But this is what I like about it. So this is gluten-free flour. My sugar. I've got white sugar that I use for my hummingbird feeder, raw sugar that I use for us, which actually I'm going to leave last, and then my brown sugar. Oh, that's interesting. I think the white covers space it out better. Yeah, see? And then this one here. Now I'm going to put this in the back because I have this, and these kind of pop, my tiles kind of pop up. So, which is okay. I'm not worried about that. And then this is my gluten-free flour. I'm going to put my bread flour here. And I'm probably I'm probably going to put my bread flour and then put my, we'll see, let me see. So I have a lot of bread flour But my goal is that until I start doing my cottage bakery, um, I'm going to only maintain what I use here, because with the cottage bakery, I don't order the ingredients until I have orders and I know how much I have to order. This way I'm not wasting, and I'm not stowing too much ingredients until things start picking up. So for now, my goal is to just maintain what I need here, and then after that, as I use it, just buy one bag and then disperse it that way. And that's just another way also of being more mindful of waste. I don't want to waste things, and I don't want to have to throw things away because they've gone stale or because they've got messed up or just gone bad. Um, any kind of nuts, just so if you're aware, I thought of putting my nuts, but then I said no, because with the heat here in Texas, they can go rancid very, very quickly. So I actually keep them in the freezer, in a plastic bag. So if you have nuts and you live in a hot climate or during the summer, my advice is keep them in a cool place, because they can go rancid very quickly. Or if you're like in Florida or in hotter climates like I am, just keep them in the freezer until you're ready to use them, because that way they last you longer and you don't waste. So that's my goal this year. That's another thing for 2026, is to minimize the things that I have, and I will be downsizing a lot of things and either giving it away, doing a yard sale, or donating what I don't sell, because I think I have way too many things. When I got married with my husband, I inherited a lot of his items. His wife was a baker. Unfortunately, she passed, but she left a lot of things that he doesn't really use. And although I use, but I had my own. And so what I'm doing is doing a blend. There are some things that I am going to get rid of because they're just generic, casseroles, and the ones that I like. She has some really pretty ones that my husband likes, and they have like a nice coral blue, and I love the color. So there are things like pie plates and just things that I know that my husband, um, you know, he had a life with her. It doesn't hold me back from that, but we can enjoy it. And so we have a couple of things that I will be pulling out and getting rid of, and that'll make more space in the cabinets. And I want to clean things up a little bit and just do something like that. So just take this year to kind of reassess and evaluate your home, and the things that you're not using, just get rid of them, because give them away. A lot of the clothing I'm taking to the church. There's a lot of countries that need it, and we have a lot of great missionary groups that we support. And so I'm just gonna take those boxes and take them to the church. And who knows, I might, if they can use things like that in the kitchen, I might just donate it to the church. Whatever I don't sell, I'll donate, because I don't want to hold on to it. And the thing is, that's the mistake that happens when you do yard sales. You think, oh, I'll just put it away, I'll do another one. That's never going to happen. Just get rid of it. So that's my tip for today. But that's what I'll be doing. I'll be filling in these jars. This is my bread flour. I also have a wheat flour. Oh, maybe I don't. I have very little. This is what I start my sourdoughs with, so I'll be using that. And I also have, okay, this is my icorn flour, so I may be able to do one with icorn flour. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this is the new thing. I had too much of the white flour, but I'll be making bird food for that. And what do I have in here? And this is my collagen. I don't have a lot of that too, so I'll probably just take that, minimize it to a small jar. And just like that, I just made another space. All right. You guys got to see my little project. I'll bring you along once I have finished it all up. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick project update. And don't be afraid to get your hands into some projects in your home that you can do. I mean, it's just a couple of screws. You can't go wrong with that. The only thing that I would do the shelves now too, because I actually have time. But because I know I have to put anchors, and I really hate putting those anchors, I'm going to wait till my husband to do that, because I want him to be involved. I try and include him. So anyway, all right, that's enough chit chat. You guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me today and spending a little bit of time with me. And I hope that you will take the time to, hey, do a new project at home. Start updating things. It's 2026. Let's try and just minimize on the footprint that we have and on the things that we have and the junk that we have. And let's try and organize our home where it's more usable and where we can thrive in it and enjoy our space. So take care. God bless you. And I hope you have a fantastic day.